Another brick fan with the 2023 Advent calendars. This is day 22. Let's take a look at yesterday's builds. Here we have Emperor Palpatine's throne. Next up in Harry Potter we got Draco Malfoy. Then a table of food and drink from the Marvel Advent calendar. And finally from City we have this great representation of Mrs. Claus. So let's go ahead and get in and take a look at the day 22 builds. Here we have our Star Wars Advent calendar. We're looking at day 22 right here in the middle by Princess Leia, it looks like. And in this case, we have a ship, it looks like. Maybe a Star Destroyer? And there we have a very miniaturized Star Destroyer. Let's move on to our next Advent calendar. So we've arrived on our Harry Potter Advent calendar, day number 22. Only a couple days left. Getting really close to Christmas now. So let's take a look at day 22. And it looks like maybe an outdoor bench or something. Just another decorative item. Yeah, perhaps just a little bench to sit outside the shops here in Hogsmeade. So let's move on to our next Advent calendar. Next up is the Marvel Advent calendar. We're looking at day 22 right here, kind of in the middle. And it looks like that must be Wong, perhaps with the Infinity, and it looks like he has the Tesseract with him. Here we are with Wong and the Tesseract. Let's move on to our last Advent calendar. Here's our last Advent calendar for day 22. It's right here in the middle. And we'll take a look here, and it looks like a sled. Or perhaps a sleigh. There's our cool sleigh with the great big swords as runners. And it looks like something might attach to it, so perhaps we are looking at the beginnings of Santa's sleigh. Let's take a look at the 4 builds we did today. Here are our day 22 builds. So first off, we have this Star Destroyer. I suppose it could be a light cruiser, but I'm leaning towards Star Destroyer just because of the bridge here and just the shaping. The light cruiser would have had more of a different back end here. So done with very few pieces, but certainly recognizable. So a nice build there. From Harry Potter, we got, I don't know, probably a park bench, I would say, with a little bit of snowdrift here on it. So that is just a little decorative item for outside of Hogsmeade. Out there. And then for Marvel, we ended up with Wong. So this is Master Wong, who's now the Sorcerer Supreme. He has good prints here for his robes. Of course, he's got this block. I think this is a Minecraft block, but it's good to get it in this trans blue, and I believe it represents the Tesseract, or the Power Stone, which is inside of it. And then here's the back printing there for Wong, so you can see the continuation of his robes. So that's a nice minifigure to get in the Marvel Advent calendar. And then as we're approaching the big guy in the City Advent calendar, we get this nice small sleigh with the swords. I thought these Ninjago swords, or perhaps this, I think the Orc, also in one of the collectible minifigure series, used this sword. But it's nice in this pearl gold to get as the runners for the sleigh. So that's a nice little sleigh build from our city advent calendar. Now that we've taken a look at day 22, come back tomorrow and we'll take a look at day 23. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, help me out and hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to see more of my LEGO content and the rest of this year's advent calendar builds.